welcome to the Sunflower Girl podcast, episode 11. I'm Rachel. You can find me on Instagram as the Sunflower GRL and on Ravelry as the Sunflower Girl. There is a group for the podcast, which is in the groups tab. It's the Sunflower Girl podcast. I'd love it if you came and joined. And yeah, come and talk to me in there and be really good. There's questions thread, there's the episodes thread. Feel free to make your own thread about anything. And yeah, episode 11. It's mad. Just drinking some Lipton lemon iced tea today. Got a bit of a tickly throat still. Yeah, let's jump into some works in progress. So the first one started this last week, so you have seen it, but I've made a bit of progress. Just still not used to all these needles. So yeah, these are the socks I'm making for Dave. And I think last week I'd done the ribbing and that was it, but these are, because I've been having a lot of hospital appointments at the moment, so these are what I just pop into my bag and take to appointments. So that's those. Really good. And this is in Zigzag by King Cole, which is really nice, and that worked on 275mm needles, and they're going great. It's 72 stitch count, which is what I did for his other socks, and that fit fine, so that's what we're going with, and I really love them. And that's living in this, which I love so much. I love these bags. Yeah, so that's the first one. And the second one is new. I really hate trying to say this. No. It's by Heidi Alander, and this is my green shawl on the Rowan felted tweed. And as you can see, I've made a bit of progress. That marker, I hate these needles. That marker there is where I was last week, so I've done the garter and the lace panel. And yeah, see, I don't know if I can get it all in, but that's going really well, and that's on a Rowan felted tweed, which is really great. I've got this left and then a whole other. So yeah, I'm really loving it. I think it'll be really lovely and warm once it's done. Can't wait for that to be done. So that's my second work in progress, which is living in this Star Wars bag by the same person. It's Amelia X Joy on Etsy. Really reasonably priced as well, and such good quality. I've had this 2 years now, I think, and it's still brilliant. I think I might pick up some more of her bags, maybe a bigger one. Yeah, so I've been working on that, but not a whole bunch. And then my sock yarn blanket hasn't had much love, because I still haven't got around to getting any more scraps or anything like that. So I think I'd added this last time because I'd finished the socks, but I'm not sure. So if not, that was from the opal socks for my friend. I'm pretty sure I had, but then I've just added these two. So this is the cotton, and then this was just the scrap. And just got a couple more to do, and then it will be even. And I'm still loving it so much. I think most people look at the squares like, oh my gosh, they're so tiny, but I think for me it's the perfect size. Just quick enough. There, so I'm really loving that, and I've got a couple more scraps to put in, but not a whole bunch, so trying to work through. And I've got a few of these, which are quite big scraps, and I was thinking I'm just going to try and make some shorty socks like the Rose City Rollers, because this is one. And I'm pretty sure I'd be able to get a pair out of this, because I have quite small feet anyway, and it's about 50 grams, I'm pretty sure. If not, then I could just add contrast toes to one of them, like that doesn't really bother me. And then with these ones, if I can get to a different point, it's got this cream colour, I could put that in because it wouldn't look the same. So yeah, still trying to build up some scraps by knitting some things. Yeah, and it's living in this little basket type thing. It's really good, just sits down there. Then the next two things are both new projects that I've cast on. I'll show the first one to you really quick. It's a pair of Rose City Rollers in this Regia that I've already made a pair of socks out of, but they were quite a short pair anyway, and I just thought I could make some more out of them, and haven't done a whole bunch. I don't know how to, just a few rows. It's hard to show as well because it rolls so much. Yeah, I'm loving those. I'm working them on 2.5s. I did originally cast them on 2.25s, which is what the pattern calls for, but they just looked way too tight. And I knit my other ones on this size with this stitch count, so I'm just going to go with that. And the pattern calls to do it on 4 DPNs, which is quite weird to me. It feels very loose. Does it feel as sturdy as 3? But yeah, I'm loving those so far, and they'll just be worked on whenever, because I know quite a few people are doing the box socks or the 12 socks in a year thing, and I think I'm going to participate in that, but sort of on my own, not really to set any guidelines, because I've already knit 2 last month, and most of them are kind of knit a pair a month, I think. Yeah, I think I'm just going to try and get 12 pairs done over, which is a bit ambitious because I've only actually knit 3 pairs of socks my whole knitting time. But if I do, like, I feel like I'd be cheating if I participated in one of the knit-alongs and did mostly shorty socks because I find they're obviously going to be quite a bit quicker, but it gives me the practice. And I think I'll be doing quite a few of these with the scraps I have. Well, not really scraps, it's like loads left, so hopefully I can do a couple of those. And yeah, I've bought the pattern for the fish lips kiss heel to try out. I don't know why, but I bought it. I'd seen it, like I knew loads of people doing it, it's nothing new, but for some reason I always got it into my head that it was an expensive pattern. But I think it's just because everyone says about how detailed there's so many pages. I think I just assumed that it would be expensive. It was $1. Well, 99 pence, I don't know, so it's like £1. But yeah, so I picked that up. I'm going to try and do it on Dave's socks and these, but I don't really want to do the cardboardy cutout things. So, and I do mine top down, so I'm hoping that I can just stick the heel in and go with it. But I do need to read up about it and work out properly how to do it. I'm going to watch the tutorials that she recommends. I think she's done them, so yeah, living there so far, not really terribly much, but the next thing will probably explain why. So I cast on a Close to You shawl. This is by Justina, I think, Lukowski. I'm so sorry, I'm not good with so it's in this, which is Bakery Bears, and it's Mr. Carson colourway, which I love so much. So I spoke about this yarn a few weeks ago, and saying about wanting to make a hitchhiker or something similar, because I didn't want this to be socks, I wanted to wear it around my neck. And somebody posted in the episode thread and recommended the Close to You shawl because it is very similar. And once I cast off a big project, I decided this is what I'm going to make. So this is the Close to You shawl, and this is what I've got. I don't know how well, but oh my goodness, I love this so much. So it's got the teeth type design, and this yarn is just amazing. It looked amazing in the cake, then it looked amazing in the ball, and it isn't at all how I expected it to knit up, but in the best way possible. So this is pretty much what I've been working on. It's so soft, I can't wait to wear it. It's just gorgeous, and I'm really loving it. I just never want to put it down. So yeah, I think I calculated that it's 20 eyelets, and I've got 13 so far. So I'm over halfway in that sense, but obviously it gets wider. But it's just beautiful. I posted a picture of it on Instagram, and I was saying how I can't decide if I want this to be finished now or if I never want it to end, because I want to wear it right now. I want it to be done so I can wear it, but then I'm just having so much fun. The pattern is brilliant. I've memorised, it is a free pattern, but I've memorised the repeats, so I don't need to look at a pattern or anything like that for it, I can just zoom on with it. And it's got a picot bind off, which I've never done before, so that's going to be quite exciting. And I just love it so much. Can't wait for that to be done. And hope it will be done soon. Just love the flashes of colour. And I've just been keeping this. It's a little bag that I think it was a pillowcase, or no, I think it's like a bed sheet. But I just pop my ball of yarn in there, so then when I'm knitting with it, it doesn't roll off everywhere and get all dusty and horrible. And then just pop it down there. Yeah, so that's all my works in progress, apart from I'm just making a little washcloth. Just garter stitch, just to see how it goes. I've never made one. Just thought, give it a go. If it turns out a bit rubbish, then I could just use it as a dishcloth or anything. So yeah, other than that, that's all my works in progress. I think I'm going to rip out the Audrey cowl that I've been making. I haven't seen it in weeks and weeks. I just haven't really been working on it. It's just not very nice. The colours just don't really go. What I think I'm going to do is use those colours and crochet a couple of blankets just to give away for, like, you know, little kids blankets, pet blankets, that type of thing. And I do want to make the Audrey cowl, but I think I'm going to pick up some nicer yarn to do that with instead. So that's all my whips for this week. So, finished objects. Wearing it. So I finished the sailor. I think that's how you say it. Sailor by Sashka Birkin. Just stand up and hopefully you can see the details. So nice, I really love it. So yeah, I finally finished it, and I'm a bit annoyed at myself for taking so long with it, because it was just practically finished anyway, and I was just dragging my feet with it. But now so many people in my family want one. My nan wants one. I sent her a picture of it and she's like, I want one. Exactly the same colour. One of my sisters has asked for one. So I'll probably be making quite a few of these, but it was a really lovely knit. It was really good. It's just I started it right before all the Christmas knitting, so it was a bit sort of awkward timing, and I put it down, and then I only worked on it like a little bit, and I'd done all the back, and I'd done most of the front as well. I just sat down the other day and just finished it off, and I love it. It came out a little bit shorter in the body than I thought it would, but because it's in cotton, I'm sure it'll just stretch out and look a bit nicer. Not stretch out, like, I know what I mean. But yeah, so this is my only finished object for the week, but pretty proud of it. Yeah, so haven't got any nice things or pretty things or anything like that to show, but I opened a thread in the Ravelry group just about questions, anything you wanted to ask, just in general, and I had a question a few days ago, and it's Mrs. Winchester, and I believe her name is Morgan. I did look, and she asked, if you could choose a travel companion out of any film, series or book, who would you choose? Now, I've had 5 days to think of this, and it's a tough one. So yeah, thank you for asking this question. It's a really good one. There's quite a few different ones that I would pick. I think my first instinct was Doctor Who, you know, the Doctor. That'd just be brilliant, wouldn't it? Bring his TARDIS, he could go wherever. But then I think I decided in the end was Samwise Gamgee from Lord of the Rings, because I think he's my favourite fictional character anyway. He's just brilliant. He helps Frodo so much. So yeah, I think Samwise, he's so loyal, he'd just be brilliant. So thank you so much for that question, and please guys, come and answer the question who you would pick in the episode thread. You know, come and tell me who you would choose and why. You know, there's so many, like Princess Leia, you know, so, you know, Luna Lovegood, she'd be brilliant. You know, you could find all the amazing weird animals and creatures. So yeah, I thought that's a really good question, so thank you so much, and please come along and tell me your thoughts and who you would pick, and you know, why, if you feel like it. So yeah, and you know, if you guys have any questions, pop them in there and I'll try and answer them. Yeah. Yeah, so this is going to be the last podcast for a while. I know I said last week I wasn't sure, but my operation surgery is Monday, so next week, on the 13th. So I don't know when I will be able to podcast again. They say recovery is maximum of like 6 weeks, but it really just depends, because I might, you know, I could be better but still not feeling up to it, so I will try. You know, if you follow me on Instagram or, you know, become my friend on Ravelry or join the group, then I'll try and keep you guys updated as much as possible on when I'll be back. And I will try and still be active on Instagram and things like that, if I can, but, you know, it's probably going to be about 6 weeks at least before I'm back, and I'm hoping I'll just get lots of knitting time, so when I come back it can be a really long episode just showing you all what I've been making. But yeah, it's definitely going to be a while, quite intense. Hope you guys understand, you know, that it's just fallen now. So yeah, I think that's everything for this week. You know, as I said, the Ravelry group, please come and join. It's my Instagram. As always, I'll put them in the description box below, so you can just click through. I'd love it if you came and spoke to me and, you know, asked any questions or anything like that. And I hope you have a really lovely time, and hopefully I will be back to this soon. So yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.